There's no dispute about it. Number two, the bit about
settle the NDC started free SHS.
Oh, that's what your own minister has gone to parliament to say that we left a debt. How can we leave a debt over something we didn't implement?
That's a question Ghanaians can answer. But
yes.
if that's
he answered it. The minister himself answered it.
So the NDC started free SHS.
I'm saying your minister, the one that you found credible enough to make it.
Welcome to Anti-Partisan Network. There's another interesting video. Almost the NDC for the starting free SHS. Almost all of them starting free SHS now. Say one thing about social government. Say, maybe if you ask me between MPP and NDC, why there was one quiet free in Yama and NDC for? That is their agenda. They are the progressive people. That is what they do. If you ask me, say between MPP and NDC, why was it or empower the people? Why there also provided possibilities and also opportunities? Now amount for emphasis being Yeska NPP. Me, if you ask me, MPP came to enrich. NDC, they come to share the money. Like to say, MPP for make you say, and you say MPP for per se, but you see that is the conservatives, that conservative party, that political party, the umbrella of which the MPP today form part of. And NDC, you say NDC for like Democrat, that Democratic Party, the umbrella that they all form part of. And it say me, if you ask me between MPP and NDC, that is the difference between them. And it say MPP political party, and I say ever catcher or say. Almost 33 years. It makes you wonder, say, why are they going out of their way to do something that they are against? Because MPP for the conservative part, they don't like free stuff. Inclusive victimization. Or no, instead of say, fish in Abrel, they will teach you how to fish. So that even when they are not there, you can provide your own fish, and now you can catch your own fish. By NDC government in here, on obey treat you to say, as and I say the Democratic part and the only to also your baby girl be everything they want to do for everything they want to do for you. Like they consider your feelings, you are a victim, sorry, this animal, no one. It is a caution between people and NDC. A new park was started at free SHS, NHIS, aka NDC. A new park wasn't no more than Sagana for the Pinion Sky, whom by your bed dear home, NPP. By Adenadani. So according to them. The majority, the major conception, as the majority report, MPP for the starting free SHS, starting NHIS. But video we say here, it's almost like as I mean, me carries an argument in the whole of the country. As I mean, me hunisa, politics. I say what's the NDC? They also initiated this animal. By video here, a very interesting. Say the claim of future HS NDC in the starting free SHS. Which means every backing me argument and answer my understanding of the two sides of the spectrum, how their responsibilities and I say their role that they should play as time goes on for the country in respect to the socio-economic navigation. By AMS say, remember what piece every video we say so Obi or no who say where MPP ni mapakes here pan. Yes, also different. It's almost as if so no with him. He doesn't know like the core values of the Conservative Party. On no when we say different, they say hey. Like you understand. Maybe say that I don't really know who is right and who is wrong, but I know that the appropriation parties and what sent NDC for any on no starting the argument, no say on free government, education minister never report here say major huge debt to be at the home. But nobody really knew what the debt was about. The MPP for taking over now almost starting free SHS. Or share Skabay and almost started and I say I'm rebel. According to Assembly Papa Nekan, so just say NDC for can start Bohuka, can start spending time on almost starting building and send MPP for, but the MPP for by your man now see free SHS now. The system was already in place, no more Bohuka until man should dance spend this Kebia home. Son on Oneka. That's the evidence that he is providing. By Yensu see himself, sometimes government meeting about now, with me a DC it is a Sikabijira and not necessarily said that Sikano Ayra. Mimi Bisa says, Skana or can once and then normally if yes, it will be some mega is all poor Umadi. It by evidence on also by present, he say education minister representing how do we say our cabinet like a sort of it makes it official. It doesn't make it like easy to dispel. So let's continue the video. I think this is a very interesting video.
To react to
the bits about the free SHS and who side. I think it's clear. Look, on the 11th August 20 20, I believe.
Okay.
Then Education Minister, Honorable Matthew Poku Prempeh at the time. He also was MP for Menchia South, if I'm not mistaken. He later became the running mate of the MPP flag bearer, Dr. Mahama Bawumia. He was in Parliament to answer questions relating to the implementation of FSHS. Among other things, he claimed that the NDC government had left a debt of 30.1 million Ghana cedis. And this one is on Ghana Web. Anybody can Google it. On what he described as the high-sounding progressively free program in the 2016-2017 academic year. So if we hadn't implemented a free SHS program, on what basis did we leave the debt? As spoken to by the Education Minister. So that settles it.
Like when you qualify with free inquiry.
So we should settle the NDC started free SHS.
But that's what your own minister has gone to Parliament to say that we left a debt. How can we leave a debt over something we didn't implement?
That's a question Ghanaians can answer. But
yeah.
if that's
he answered it. The minister himself answered it.
So the NDC started free SHS.
I'm saying your minister, the one that you found credible enough to make your running mate, you wanted to become vice president. He's gone to Parliament, and it is in a parliamentary answer.
He sent me a text.
But he cannot deny his own words.
No, Napo has just sent me a text.
Okay,
so I
ahead,
will tell you, this is the text I sent to him.
Read it.
I said, sorry, I'm sure you may not be awake because I think he's abroad. I'm on Good Morning Ghana, and Felix says that you said or admitted that NDC started free SHS and that they left a bill. This is what a text I sent to him at 9:14. 9:23 comes back. He says, false. Never said that anywhere. When they were running adverts, was it to support free SHS or to say that we couldn't have the money to do free SHS? He's referring to 2016's political adverts when NDC ran adverts to say that free SHS is not possible. Okay, there were adverts like that.
Right.
Then he continues and says, when President Mahama was saying, quote, free SHS was a whimsical promise of a desperate politician, was he referring to himself as the starter of the program?
Not a problem.
This is what Napo says.
But you see, let's just clarify something. We have to understand that politicians sometimes they resort to whimsical, desperate actions. Like me, person TRC. And if that fact is established, sometimes politicians will be just to win voter. Any Oshasani man, ebinidi. So obi here there any coins war ya. Who is a sani man bia. And if the Conservative Party or more implementing policies, was the Democrats was also implementing, like, isn't that a sign? Like, I don't know more years. Why are they going out of their way to do something that they are against? Like, you just think about it into their mind to
and it is very viable. President Mahama did say that free SHS is a whimsical promise of a desperate politician.
Let's just put aside the criticism of free SHS for now.
Yeah.
And that's what the criticism, it is valid because over the course of 8 years, you proved us right. But the point is this: Napo was in Parliament 11th August 2020.
You see, like he has proved them right too, because I am free SHS no, and by my education system na ebasa. So although na say obedience na so kuma is the person living. Why say wola? And so although education system they are free na quality no. Let's continue.
He called it free SHS.
He said high-sounding, progressively free senior high school for 2016-2017 academic.
Was that how the NDC called it?
Oh no!
Progressively free something.
Yeah, that's what we called it.
Okay.
That's official news.
Yes, Napo said we left a bill of 30.1 million Ghana cedis. In fact, this is something that MPP propagandists repeated when Professor Opoku-Addo was elected. As recently as 2024, when she was nominated as President Mahama's running mate, they repeated it again. It was part of their speaking law that they should say that among other things, he failed because he left a debt of 30.1 million as Education Minister for the implementation of progressively free high school.
Okay, fair enough.
So it's something.
I think he's responded.
Hold on. See, this is where I see the problem coming from. Whereas the NDC deems what was launched in 2014
as progressively free
SHS.
That is what it is.
The NPP does not want.
You see, it doesn't matter what they deem it.
No. I'm not saying what my issue is not whether what the NPP is saying is true or not. I'm telling you, I'm saying. This is the basis for the clash.
Of the confusion.
There's no confusion. You see, you can have a clash.
There's no confusion.
The NPP till today,
there's no confusion.
It's refusing to accept that the 2014 what was launched in 2014.
But the NPP launched a campaign in 2016 for free SHS, and they were told that it's not possible.
No, in fact, they did this in 2012. Ghanaians agreed, they voted against you.
Yes.
So
2012, no problem. 2012, free SHS was big on the agenda.
You can say what you want outside Parliament. When you go to Parliament, because it is a House of Records, and that you stand the risk of being held for perjury, you are obliged compelled to tell the truth.
Yes.
The truth is that the education minister went to parliament to say we started progressively free senior high school and we left a debt of 30.1 million.
Fact. But
the truth is also the NDC ran campaigns to say that
which
free
was rolled
SHS
out.
is not possible.
That which was rolled out.
Yes.
Which occasioned the debt.
Yes.
I'm saying to you that the MPP is refusing to accept that as
like another person just say and Asana Moro can also I think it's the same thing I'm trying to say almost bit move to me about say oh a case in your boy a canon a facade we see but any near starting you be from the starting in the MPP for the person which I say although Munamba boy a candidate by you to me can't check Ghana for someone was starting because you make it a promise. It's I quite say a teamwork. A new permit the idea, but when I start here and about when I finish and answer about when I present by Omi and you'll be happy to take credit. So by once I then sound because of say and should I near idea can NPP for and as a conservative party and the right for no regulation on policies wanting or moon new quine and to know no starting like encounter money because I do make sure that this kind of project will start here better crack. Enti say NDC for the bad on Bible catch say oh omo starting na e carry na omu jato ho na ye nim the reason why e can ntin this reason because of say starting free SHS na ntino e na boss carry to by MPP for nya jitum say omo bo carry say to because of free SHS then that means say omo they perform well enti say on the ground say omo issue say bia NDC for we still get team yem vote against omo then enya solid ground. Until I say they have to stay their ground by force. Say yampo. One case of with this scan. And yes, scan the yes, I have free education. I think say that sort of like bring this kind of confusion. But then it's all you know power. A Juma and people for any question. I'm dating also like questions concerned about people for the activity in the whole free SHS. Questions the dorsal and a confusions the dorsal. And this is why you make Juma. And as I will share according to Papa any explanation. And then you one almost can you. Mumu MPP for my vice president as my running mate for the previous election year now 2025. Or no, sometimes no a minister of education and also call parliament. On Kwako making a report no Koka say NDC for starting progressively free SHS program and nothing no more boss a carry to. So tia say enti one kasa we will be now to say we see ya. O conclusion about to say oh NDC for starting free SHS and NPP for the represent na ibane say na NDC for fanka omo campaign so munim so omo starting here ibane say no one fanka omo campaign na NPP for the ka omo campaign na at the same time NDC for no omo starting here no omo say ba be ka say enye possible like I don't know a be about the million trust me sure sister the story it will keep unfolding. Let's go.
That's the basis for the confusion.
But that free SHS is limited, so limited.
That's you allow me. When you did your first year, you didn't do it for everybody in SHS. You started with first year students.
That's also
isn't also so that was also progressive, isn't also?
It was first year,
that's
second,
all.
third.
So there's no argument actually.
Yes.
So you cannot
across the country.
Yeah, no. There were 3 strands of students in school at the time. There were first year students who were just entering.
Yeah.
There were second year students and then there were third year students. When you started with first year students. That's what you did in 2017. The September that you talk about, that's what you did.
But that's what we publicly announced to do.
But we also publicly announced that we are starting with day students and absorbing some of the cost for boarding students.
I wanted to also.
But I'm not that. Again,
so I think what can be established that in both cases there was some progression.
Absolutely.
Well, I mean, it's not a decision for me.
You see,
I may be wrong.
I have only put
and he may be wrong. But the Ghanaian
no,
people know who brought
if
free
you allow me,
SHS.
the interruptions are becoming a bit too much. Okay. If you allow me, the fact is that it is on record that even those who belatedly are raising this point have admitted in official parliamentary records that there was a policy, a program being implemented by the government called Progressively Free Senior High School, which President Mahama publicly announced in his 2015 State of the Nation address. And that the implementation of that had left a debt of 30.1 million Ghana cedis, which the government had succeeded as needed to pick. That's all.
So you can see that this is a lot. It's quite interesting, and you can't even pinpoint the bad guy from the good guys anymore. But this is the Anti-Partisan Network. Subscribe and thank you for watching my video. I don't think I made the video because it's a lot. Like Azane Dawson. And trying to, massa, you both to be a little too much. Massa, subscribe, mommy.